Hey there, Becca here from Inside the Square, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'll teach you how to add a background image to the announcement bar in your Squarespace website. If all you want to do is add a smaller image that's next to the text, I have a separate tutorial for you linked in the description below. But if you'd like the whole background to have its own image, you're in the right place. Now, as always, the codes I'm about to share are listed in the description below, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to teach you how to add this code to Squarespace and show you what parts of the code you'll need to change. Let's get started. Here we are inside Squarespace, and I'm using version 7.1, but I do want to mention this tutorial will work for older versions as well. This is the code that we're going to use to add the background image to our announcement bar. But first things first, we need to turn on the announcement bar. To do that, we'll select Website, then Website Tools, and then Announcement Bar. Here, I can enable the announcement bar. I've included some sample text, some bold, italicized, and an emoji so we can get the full effect of anything that's going to be on this announcement bar. I'll go ahead and select Save, and we'll go back to our Website Tools and modify our custom CSS. Now I'm going to copy this code, which is listed in the description below, and walk you through the parts of it that you'll need to change. Scrolling back up here, you'll notice the background color changed immediately. It might feel silly to have a background color when we're using a background image, but if for some reason your picture doesn't load, we want to make sure that the background color will be in high contrast with the text so it's still readable. I thought using this light blue color would be perfect for my site, but you can change this to any color you need it to be. This next part that we're going to update is super important, and that's adding the URL for the image. Now, I recommend uploading your background image right here to your custom files so it will load with the rest of your site. So I'm going to click this down arrow, and I'm going to drag my background image here so we'll upload to my custom files. Now, back here in the code where I have the placeholder text that says image URL here, I'm going to remove that, and I'll leave my cursor right there so I can select background from that dropdown. Now, if you don't see that dropdown, you can click Custom Files and click on the image. It will place the entire image URL, this right here, inside your code for you. But check out that cool background. It's now been updated. Now, this next part is also pretty important. I've said background size cover. It's really important to leave this as the word cover. If you use contain, which is another option here, it's not guaranteed that this image will fit on all of the screen sizes that your website could be displayed on. Since Squarespace is a responsive website builder, we want to make sure that our code is responsive too. I've also said background repeat, no repeat, totally optional, but if you're adjusting the background positioning at all and you want to include that, feel free to. But for anyone who's just using a solid background image like I am in this example, the only parts of the code you'll want to change is the URL here and this background color, again, making sure there's a higher contrast if that image doesn't load. Once you've made all the changes you need to, select Save and you'll be good to go. Underneath this video, you'll find the codes that we just used in this tutorial. Just make sure you update that placeholder text with the URL for your background image, the image that you uploaded to Squarespace. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. If you did, head on over to insidethesquare.co/email so you can join my email newsletter. I send out tips and tricks about all the cool things you can do with Squarespace, and I'd love to teach you more. Again, that's insidethesquare.co/email. Thanks again for watching, and most importantly, have fun with your Squarespace website. Bye for now. If you liked this tutorial, then you are going to love my Squarespace CSS cheat sheet. I've created a Notion database to hold all of the selectors for everything I want to modify on a Squarespace website. I've packed it with pro tips and custom code snippets that you can use to make your Squarespace website uniquely yours. Get access to this game-changing database at insidethesquare.co/CSS. That's insidethesquare.co/CSS.